Hey everyone, it's Jasmine again. I wanted to make a quick little video here in regards to a topic that I don't really see too much of on YouTube, which is very rare. And I want to just be real with you all on this topic, which is when the narcissist, your narcissistic ex, tries to come back and tries to re-enter your life, right? Let's say you are just going about your day and you get a text or phone call from your ex, who happens to be a narcissist. What do you do in this circumstance, right? Forgive me if it's a little bit choppy. I'm kind of just holding my camera, and I'm not going to edit this video. So we're going to see how that comes out. But what do you do if they are trying to come back, right? That's the question. Because I know a lot of people, including myself, go through this sometimes where you have someone who you know is a narcissist, and in your mind, in your gut, you know that you shouldn't really be dealing with these people, but you're conflicted as to what you should do. First thing I would do is see if this is a pattern. See if this is something that they do very often with you. Do they often walk out of your life and then re-enter it after some amount of time has passed? Do they think that this is acceptable to just kind of hop in and out of your life? Or is this just kind of like a one-time thing and you don't think this is going to happen again? That would be my first thing. And if your gut tells you that this is a pattern that they're doing, a game they're playing, and you no longer want to feed into that, that would be one reason why I say don't reply and just keep it cute. Just don't give any type of reaction. Just avoid it and ignore it. Because you don't want to keep going back and forth. And I know the hope with most people is that by going back and forth, eventually they're going to get it and they're going to change and they're not going to do that anymore. But the reality is, the more someone does something and you allow it and you greenlight it, the more they're going to do it as an acceptable form of communication and interaction with you. Also, when they try and re-enter your life, think about what happened before this happened and they try to re-enter your life again. Was there an argument? Was there even an altercation of some sort? Was there a disagreement, or did just nothing happen? Everything was good, everything was fine, and then they're just re-entering your life. That'd be another thing. I always tell people this, especially in my email coaching, which is available on my blog and down below the description box of this video. You can email me at jasminenicole3663@gmail.com or go on my blog. I do have booking available there as well. But essentially, if you feel like there was something that preceded this that you don't feel comfortable with, that you didn't get resolution on, that's something you need to still address. Don't allow, because I know that sometimes this happens, even if it's not something that's a pattern where they go back and forth with you in and out of your life, if they return and something happened beforehand, then a lot of times you want to address what happened. You want to address that action, because a lot of times, and not all the time, but from my own experiences, they come back without the intention of ever addressing what occurred previously. And if that's a real issue for you and that's still up in the air, I would highly suggest that you don't sweep it under the rug. You want to really make these things known, that it's a problem for you, that that was not okay, whatever it was. And, you know, before you allow someone back into your life, you always want to set that tone, that certain behaviors are not going to be tolerable for me. And it's up to them to either address it, change their behavior, change whatever action you didn't agree with, find a middle ground with you, at least talk to you about it. And if they can't do that, that's another reason why I would just cut it off, give them no reaction, and then just keep on going about your day, right? Now, I guess my final thoughts on this are, when an ex-narcissist tries to re-enter your life, it's best to not really overanalyze it. But one thing I do believe in fully, excuse me, sorry, I had a popcorn kernel right there, and it was irritating me, is to see what the patterns are of this individual. And if you don't feel comfortable doing something, if you feel like someone has an ulterior motive, they probably do if your gut's telling you that. And if push comes to shove and you feel like you're doing too much speculation and you feel outright just confused, the best thing to do, in my opinion, would be to ask someone who is a third party, who's neutral, someone who's familiar with the situation, someone you know is not biased, someone that doesn't hate the person already, doesn't love the person already, someone who's going to give you an honest opinion about the situation. You don't necessarily want to ask the ex-narcissist in this case, oh, why are you just showing up, and what are your intentions here? Because narcissistic individuals tend to give a partial truth to you. They'll give you part of the truth, and that part of the truth is the only part that they want you to know. So you would want to get an impartial, I guess, point of view from their perspective as to why this individual may be trying to re-enter your life. Before you do, just kind of let them back in, because that'll pretty much be a good tell from a third party who's unbiased whether or not this would be a good idea. Because at the very worst, you let someone into your life who is just looking to cause more drama, who's not really worth your energy, and it's just going to burn up more of your time. And at the best, you are alleviating yourself of so much stress and worry. And all that you may do that's wrong is essentially keep your guard up and, make them prove themselves to you a little bit. And that's okay. You are high value. You're worth it. It's not your job or they don't have a right to just walk back into your life whenever they so please and for you to just allow them to do that. You are high value. You are worth working for. And if someone wants to waltz back into your life, that to me is a sign of disrespect. You deserve to have someone show you that they're changed, show you their intention. And if they can't do that, I would just kind of write them off right there as not being necessarily worth your time. So that's it for today's video. Hopefully you guys do like it. Remember to give it a big fat thumbs up, and also remember to subscribe to the channel if you do like content that we are making on this channel. If you do like unedited videos like this, remember to let me know in the comments, sound off, because I do take your opinions into consideration as well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!